Today we will be reviewing the TestGenius test validation process. From the main landing page, simply click validation on the left-hand side. This will open up the validation wizard where you can access the validation test battery, the validation invitation, validation test link status, as well as the validation results. The test validation is done by using your current subject matter experts. Those are going to be successful incumbents, supervisors, trainers, anyone that has knowledge of the position, the duties performed on the job, are able to be considered a subject matter expert. What they'll do is go through and take each of the tests that you deem to be appropriate for each position. But at the end of each test, they're going to be presented with a brief survey. This survey is going to ask them questions pertaining to the job relatedness of the test, and then finally, in their own opinion, given their knowledge of the position, the duties performed on the job, and they'll see their own score on that particular test, it will then ask them what a minimum qualifying applicant score would be for someone entering into that position. So all of their suggested scores are going to be averaged, and what that's going to do is create a single defensible job-related cutoff score appropriate for that test for that position. Then just by going through that validation process can greatly minimize your exposure. And that's just in case your hiring practice is ever questioned. To begin the validation process, you can either start in the validation wizard, which will walk you through linking specific knowledge, skills, and abilities that are required on the job with tests that are already built into the system. You'll simply enter a test battery name, a test description, then you're able to down below go ahead and link specific tasks that are required on the job, just like I'm doing here. What you'll see is the test will show up on the right-hand side. So this is more of a wizard to help you select tests for a particular position. The second option is to create a validation test battery manually. Simply click on validation test battery, add a test battery. You're going to give the test battery a name, a description, and now you're able to link specific tests that are already built into the system, just like I'm doing here. They'll start to show up on the right-hand side. Down below, you will set testing dates. That's going to be the start date. That's going to be when your subject matter experts are able to click on the link and take the test with the survey. And then the end date is going to be when they are able to take the test up until. Just meaning in this exact scenario, if they were to click on the test link on the 27th, it's going to say this test link is no longer valid. And then you'll simply click save. Once you're ready to send out your subject matter experts the invitation, you can either email them a test link or have them use one of your testing stations on site. We'll go ahead through the email invite. We'll select the validation test we're going to be going through and validating. And we can simply enter our applicant's name directly into the system. All right, and then from here, it's going to just provide some information about the validation process and the testing process, and you're able to simply send the email. At this point, your subject matter experts will receive the email. They'll be able to go through and take the test, and at the end of each test, they'll be presented with that survey.